AVID investors on Zoom, thank you for being here to hear Deanna Smith's amazing presentation. I have a few takeaways I wanted to kind of recap. It's May in Motion Month, and so celebrating that, we have the former program director of Idaho Smart Growth, Deanna Smith, here. And what I heard, and I hope you add to, is that first and foremost, as an investor club, we talk about curb appeal all of the time, and it's time to really think about the street itself. When we're talking about the curb, we're also talking about the streets that we live on. And location, 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 we might as well start saying place, 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 because place is the new location. And when we're talking about what makes a place successful, there's a formula, there's stuff, people have studied it. It's green space and outdoors. We all talked about the river and the mountains as places we love. It's comfortable and safe. And that may mean how you walk around or bike around and drive around in that space. It brings people together, which means there's activities that attract people and a reason to be there. And there's a place you can go without a plan. And so if those are the success factors for a sense of place, those are also the success factors for where we can and should invest our money, buy houses, support housing. And even if our community doesn't necessarily exhibit that now, we're not unique in thinking we're not unique. This is what's happening on a national trend basis. So there's a tipping point coming our way. All indicators say that place will become important for convenience, important for everyone. And then we've got trends suggesting kids aren't getting their licenses as early in all cases, and that transportation options and choices will matter. So if we can invest where there are transportation options, we should. The question is, do you have a choice on how you get around? And so with that, we can get to the hot spots, which are going to be anywhere along State Street. Keep in mind, 1/4 mile is the max walking distance. So those downtown areas, they ebb and flow in their progress toward creating a sense of space, but a lot of downtown areas, including Caldwell or Meridian, anywhere that has those success factors is going to be a draw for future tenants and for future homeowners, for future resale. The Bench, being the new North End kind of vibe, is one. And then the last note I took, besides for some of the stats, is that 80% of our publicly owned land is streets, and that is how we're presenting our values. Is that how we value it?
Yeah, I'd add a couple of other hotspots. Juna downtown, they're one of the, they've kind of done a little bit of a yo-yo, but they're doing some good stuff. I think their downtown's a sweet little spot, and they've been putting in some street trees and some sidewalks and some curb appeal, trying to make their downtown more. And I think Garden City is like, if I moved to this valley tomorrow, I would move to Garden City. I think what they're doing in Garden City is amazing. You want to invest somewhere, I would invest in Garden City.
So if you have to pay too much interest when you're buying, you might as well buy someplace good with a sense of place, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it's, if you're in it for the long game, and look hard at what are the plans. I mean, sometimes we don't look at the plans, but it's worth looking at them. They're all online. You can go in and ask someone in the city, what are your plans for this part of the city? From roads to sidewalks to parks to whatever else you might be looking at.
Another hot tip. I'm StacyA McBain with Swope Investment Properties. AVID investors, thank you for being here. Deanna Smith, thank you for sharing your expertise. I appreciate it.